If you're buying a home for the first time, I'm going to share with you guys 5 tips what you should not do. Coming up. Hey, what is going on? My name is Chia and I'm a real estate agent here in Sacramento and Elk Grove area. And if this is your first time here, you might want to consider subscribing because I upload videos just like this every week. So consider subscribing. So a lot of times I think I get people asking me all the time about how they're getting ready to buy a home for the first time and they hear a lot of things that they should do, but what are some of the things that they shouldn't do? So hopefully from watching this video, by the end of it, you will learn exactly what not to do when buying a home. So let's get started. So the first thing you do not want to do is think that it's too early to get a pre-approval. Never assume that it is too early to get a pre-approval, because the last thing you want is to go out to look at homes during open houses and you come across a home that you love, but you can't do anything about it but let it sit and go pending with another buyer because you're not in the position of getting approved to submit an offer. So don't do that. The earlier you get it done, the better it is for you. Tip number 2, don't wait till the last minute to check and pull your credit. This is a no-no because a lot of times what ends up happening is if you're getting a pre-approval or a qualification with your lender and you're just telling them your credit score based off of the last time you checked it, most likely your credit score may have changed. It may have gotten better, or vice versa, it may have gotten worse. And if you wait to the last minute to check the score of your credit last minute, for example, what if you assume that your credit score was a little bit lower than the fair amount, so you were just looking at homes under a price point that was a little bit less desirable. But when you finally checked your credit and you had better or excellent credit than what you imagined, now that opens up a whole new options for you to look at. Now you're probably able to qualify for like a better home that will be a little bit more desirable. So don't wait till the last minute to check your credit. Get it checked right away. Third tip is don't forget that there may be PMI when it comes to your monthly mortgage. A lot of times what I end up seeing is buyers will calculate their mortgage without actually considering the PMI. What is PMI? PMI for short is just insurance for the mortgage company, because maybe you're putting below 20% down as a first-time home buyer to buy this home. Anything below 20% requires insurance. And insurance, as we all know, costs money. And that's addition that you should be adding onto your monthly mortgage. So the next time you calculate your mortgage from a calculator that you saw online, remember, include the PMI. And tip number 4, don't ignore the closing costs. Another thing that I see buyers do that is a big mistake is they will consider saving up money for the down payment and the deposit, but they leave out the rest for the closing costs. When it comes to the closing table, the numbers are like all over the place and they don't know what to do. Don't let this be you. Remember that when you're saving for a down payment or your deposit, also save $5,000 to $10,000 additional for your closing costs. A lot of times there's taxes, there's escrow fees, there's transfer taxes, there may be HOAs if the home that you're buying has HOA fees. But there's all of these transfer fees that you as a home buyer might have to consider. So do not leave out the closing costs. And the final tip, number 5, is don't think that buying a home, you could do it alone. I mean, sure, you could probably go in by yourself, which is great, but are you prepared for all of the documents that are required? Are you prepared for all of the due diligence involved? Are you prepared to talk to a home inspector, a trustworthy home inspector, a appraiser, talking directly with the seller's agent? I mean, there's a lot of factors when it comes to buying a home. It's not just like walking into a shoe store and purchasing the shoe that you like and walking out with a receipt. There's so much more to buying a home than just going in, viewing the house, and submitting an offer. There's so much more in the middle, and a lot of times I don't think that home buyers consider everything that happens in between submitting an offer and getting the keys. So what I would recommend is speak to a local professional, a real estate agent or so in your town that you want to speak with, and trust that they will help you along the way to make sure that the home buying experience is fun, exciting, and simple. Hopefully for watching this video, you guys enjoyed my 5 tips on the 5 things that you don't want to do as a first-time home buyer. And remember that if I left anything out, be sure to shoot me a comment down below, because I read all of the comments and I would like to connect with you directly to see how I can help you personally. If you found this video to be helpful, don't forget to share it with all your friends and family. And if you have not yet subscribed, be sure to do so, because I upload videos just like this every week. And while you're at it, hit the bell notification so that way you guys don't miss any uploads coming up in the future. My name is Chia, and I am a real estate agent here in Sacramento and Elk Grove area. I will catch you next time. Peace out.